We will tell you only 6 tips that will make you rich from nothing. I have personally followed all these tips. If you want to get rich, then you must follow all these tips. And watch this video till the complete end because the 6th tip is really amazing and relatable. Now let's begin. 1. Work harder and smarter than your competitors. Name your rival. Their working intensity is how hard? What unique qualities would you be able to provide your market or company? Work smart first. Working harder is useless if your efforts fail to generate cash. You will be twisting your wheels. Selling a scoop of ice cream cones from your front yard in the midst of winter is not logical. Rather, have a booth in the park in the sweltering heat to get inspiration. Your efficacy will be much enhanced by simple, common sense modifications. Work harder than others are ready to allow. Everybody has seen the man or gal working harder than others in the workplace. Perhaps they are a touch geeky or too focused on their employment. Perhaps they have something right on. After all, it is they who are receiving the promotions. Are they not the ones who turn into the workplace linchpins? When I started my job with A.G. Edwards and Sons in 2002, I was in a training session with around 55 students. A year later, after finishing training, our class dropped to less than half. Now there were only 5 of us. Because they refused to commit the necessary diligence they left. I ask you not to let diligence scare you. Not only will you feel better about what you are doing for your employer, but so will they. 2. Grow on from your mistakes. Everybody produces mistakes. We all do. You do. I do. And trust me, I have made some horrible blunders. Would you find yourself pulled into 2 useless multi-level businesses? Would you invest $8,000 in an internet business endeavor and lose it all? Those are just a few of the numerous financial blunders I have made. Errors are hard to chew through. As human beings, our initial instinct upon realizing we screwed up is to assign blame, that of others or of circumstances. Admitting we missed the ball is the absolute best way forward. When you make errors, are you ready to be honest? Some individuals start to beat themselves when confronted with their own shortcomings. You also know what that does. It renders them unable to make the required judgments to get success. One should keep it in mind. Only those who are sleeping make no errors. So, start the easy process of fessing up and go on. Indeed, particularly with experience, it's easier than you may imagine. Stopping interest by moving your amount over to a 0% APR credit card is one of the finest things you can do if you are still in the thick of a debt error. This will enable you to focus on reducing your debt rather than making large interest payments. A few careless errors seldom lead millionaires to quit. They keep on toward the target. Press the subscribe button and also the like button to know more amazing financial tips and tricks to get rich. 3. Create something new you would love and remember to experiment. Book after book on how to find out what your clients would like will have you bored by the time you provide it. If you are the kind of entrepreneur I know I am, make sure you work on projects you will find interesting. If you produce something you would like and utilize, chances are others would too. Millionaires know that some of the finest ideas originate from a desire for improving the world rather than from expensive study. Never forget to experiment as well. Experimentation helps me to generate some of my finest ideas. Researching for the Raytheon Corporation, Percy Spencer tested a novel vacuum tube in 1945. He melted a candy bar and popped popcorn, and he realized the immense promise in this technique that finally resulted in the microwave's introduction. Editing is more challenging than developing something completely fresh. However, I have discovered that perhaps the greatest path ahead to billionaire status is to create something fresh. Creating my blog has been among the things that excites me. My financial planning business was expanding steadily, but since I started the website in 2008, it has increased noticeably in income and size. While the other more unexpected income stream comes from the blog, some of it is a direct outcome of attracting fresh customers to my firm. Given my name and face are all over the internet, a mix of advertising income and exposure to new company prospects has been a great gift. Starting my blog was a complete experiment, and it still is today. I'm always looking at many approaches to profit from and strengthen my brand. The interesting part is experimenting. You cannot just find out from consumer requests what they want and then attempt to provide it to them. They will want something else by the time you get it constructed. 4. Learn to budget. Otherwise, at least seek assistance in doing so. You know I detest creating budgets. Fortunately, my wife budgets really well. I guarantee you will lose funds to overspending if you do not create a budget. Want to induce yourself to be ill? Write down the total you are spending on dining out, clothes, electronics, and other pleasures. Then begin your budgeting. Look at your expenditure after a year and compare it with your first count. Try not to let your lunch disappear. Making sure you are spending less than you are earning is really crucial for budgeting. And tracking everything is the only way you can do that. It's all right if you're not a spreadsheets type person. Just be sure you have some support. 5. Start investing. It's easier than you might believe. Many times, billionaires become millionaires and remain wealthy because they invest. The encouraging news is it's really straightforward, honestly. When just starting your investment journey, Betterment is a terrific place to start. They think that investing shouldn't be difficult and that more people would do it if more people had a simpler approach to accomplish it. Your only 3 choices with Betterment are how much money to invest, how frequently you want to make investments with it, and how you want your asset allocation to be between stocks and bonds. You are finished. That sounds good. Another approach to begin investing is also as you grow more advanced. Personal capital can assist you with account management of your investments. Starting investments does not need you to be a rocket scientist. Just begin wherever. If you do not have a lot of money right now to invest, it is not bad. At a very early age, with some guidance from my mother, I began investing. I challenge you to learn a bit more about my initial investments. You will quickly find that beginning small is very acceptable. Start saving a little cash. I'll commend you. Remember also not to forsake the ship once you begin investing. The stock market swings from one extreme to another. Just let the wave pass. Consider the long term. Finally, keep in mind that investment need not necessarily take place in the stock market. Investing in items outside of the stock market has turned out to be some of my better decisions. This includes investing in gold, Bitcoin, silver, real estate, bonds, and other assets. If you want some help starting your investing, then just add a comment below, and we will try to help you out. You could also go to some financial advisors. 6. Don't believe discouraging people. You will most likely settle for the ordinary as soon as you realize you are not going to become a billionaire. Your views about your future matter a great deal and will help guide you in part. After all, your actions define your results and your beliefs define your actions. When you listen to demoralizing individuals, you are helping them to achieve their objective, to draw you down and guarantee that you will not exceed their success. Nothing excellent. Rather, I advise you to disprove them, but keep your humility. I assure you your outcomes will be louder than your words. People saying I can't do it makes other people happy, as throughout their life, people have discussed that they wouldn't be able to make it. There's nothing that makes them feel better. So you must avoid their talks and find some passive income streams that will provide you with extra income. If you don't have any side jobs yet, then do subscribe to our channel and click on the video appearing on the left side.